Welcome to Warriors TV. We're joined by General Manager Willie Dunn. Thanks for joining us, Willie.
No problem.
It's been an interesting weekend. I think it's the first time we've had a home double header.
Yeah, it's just obviously because the Blackburn game was cancelled early in the season because of the snow. It was the only date we had, basically. So we ended up with a home doubleheader that the rink put on an offer for tickets. And, we had good support both nights. And it was an interesting weekend. We were so slow on Saturday for the starting the game. We gave up cheap goals. And it's been one of our problems all season is giving up cheap goals. But the guys dug in. Tony spoke to them after the first and after the second, and we tightened things up, played to our strengths. We got back, and I think for a point there, a lot of people in the ring thought, hey, we could maybe just do this. But again, we got a goal which kind of took the momentum out of it, and ended up at Blackburn are a very good team. Very good team, got really good players in all their lines, and we competed with them. But again, we're short at the weekend. We've got players banned, got players who couldn't play on the Saturday because it being rearranged. So we were short, but the guys did in and did well. And then tonight, I think they got their just rewards. They endeavoured the whole game and scored a lot of goals.
What do you think the main differences were between the performance last night and tonight?
The opposition. We were playing against a very, very good team last night. In all due respect to Leeds, they're a good team. They came here early in the season and beat us. But I think we were on point tonight. We lost a goal within 2 minutes, but we didn't let that get in the way of the game plan. I think the first period we outshot them something like 32-5 in the first period, and that spoke volumes. Overall, we were probably about 80 shots or something that we took, and the guys kept going. We had the young players on. 3 16-year-olds iced for us tonight. 2 of them in D. And they came in. Tony will always use the opportunities to put the young guys in when it was safe to do so and safe for them. But they got lots of ice time and they took their chances and were showing a lot of skill during the game. And we have to do more of that going forward. And it puts pressure on some of the older kids as well to up their game.
So moving on to things happening off the ice, there seems to have been, I don't want to say the word vendetta, but there does seem to have been a lot of online abuse pointed your way recently.
Yeah, well, I think they confuse me as somebody that actually cares about what people say. Right? What I'm in here to do is a job to try and take the club forward. People are entitled to their opinions, Andy, right? It's like everything. You and I will watch a football game and you'll say, that was offside, and I'll say, no, it wasn't, right? And we respect people's opinions and we will always listen to the supporters and listen to the fans. But personal abuse, whether it's me or a player or whatever, it's stupid, it's benign, right? And it's the worst part about it was so badly done. Right, I was really more offended by bad English and really bad graphics than I was at anything that was pointed towards me. But listen, if they're having a pop at me, fine. It means they're leaving the players alone to get on what they're doing, and that's playing hockey for this club. Most fans, though, I had a number of fans coming up to me at the weekend who were absolutely disgusted with what was happening. And I know the rink as well are not happy with what's happening. But listen, that's the modern life where people think they've got a platform because they've got a keyboard, and you've got to roll with the punches and take the rough with the smooth. But for me, I wouldn't say I was disappointed or surprised about it, right? Because it happens these days on the internet. What we have to do and what we'll all be doing is focusing on this team and trying to get as much out of it. Again, we lost our captain last night. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. That's a bigger problem for me than anything that anybody writes online. We've lost Owen Yarrow for the rest of the season due to suspensions, and that's another one. He's a player who I thought had quite a good season up to that point. And we as a club and we as a team have to kind of unite and support the players who are there. Listen, if you support the management or not, it doesn't bother me, right? But that actually affects the players. Tony and I had a meeting today with one of our sponsors who were equally shocked with some of the stuff they were reading and the way it was pointed towards me as an individual, but also some of the other stuff. And some of the players now are saying, what is this all about? And for them, as players, they just come here and play hockey and they want to get on with it. They don't need that kind of off-ice distraction. What they need is everybody to support them. And I'm glad to say the vast, vast majority of people in Whitley Bay give their all. You heard them tonight. It's very easy to sit on an ice rink like this when the team's winning 4 or 5-1 and say nothing and do nothing. But the fans get behind the team here, and that's what we need. We're going now forward to try and get as high as possible for the playoffs. We'll have tough games in the playoffs no matter where we finish in this league. And what we have to do is work together collectively, all of us, to try and get that goal, get through the quarters, get to the semis, and hopefully onto a final. It's going to be tough because we are not blessed with the greatest players in this league. We are not the best team in this league, but when we work hard, we can beat any team on this day.
And last of all, moving on to Sean Kipman, you just mentioned him. We lost him last night. It looks like it's going to be quite a lengthy time out. Is there anything more you can tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, same with lost him. No doubt. Sean's fine. He was chatting to the boys today on the group chat as well. He went to hospital. They couldn't put the shoulder back in, so they transferred him to Cramlington Hospital, where they sedated him and put it back in. There's possibly a bit of nerve damage there, but either way, he was going to be out for the rest of the season. Hopefully, in the next week or two, he'll be able to come back into the rink. He'll be a key part to be on the bench for the rest of the season as well, and in the changing rooms. But as far as playing is concerned, that will be him out for the rest of the season, unfortunately. Huge loss, but he's still alive, he's still here, and he's still part of this team and this organisation, and he'll play that part going forward for the rest of the season.
And of course, we wish Sean all the best as well in the speedy recovery.
Do we? Of course we do, yeah. We all do. Sean's, everybody loves Sean and what he brings to the club, and it was a sore one, but the guys reacted as well last night. It was I was talking to the Blackburn player about the fight. I said, what happened? And Sean says, let's go. Because he thought, I'm going to try and get the guys back into this game, and he did it. And it worked. The boys came back and they played well. But Sean will be part of the club and round the club for the rest of the season as well. And if we win a trophy, he can pick it up with one hand.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Willie.
No problem.